First came in contact with Kim when she was working with a partner organisation. We stayed in touch with her, and when we first had an opportunity to employ her, we took it. She's been a revelation.
Morning.
Morning.
Today I work for Pliers Resettlement. I help people who've experienced the criminal justice system. They don't have to have been to prison. They've just maybe have been arrested, but they got their sentence in the community. But because they've actually got a criminal record now, it means they've got barriers into employment and education sometimes. No, that looks fine there.
Yeah?
It's fine, yeah. I don't think it needs to move anywhere else. One of the big challenges for women offenders when they're released from prison is if they don't have a house, they can't get their children back. They don't focus on, I want to get a job.
If you look in terms of the impact of a prison sentence on a woman, the psychological impact of that can be far greater than when dealing with a man.
Good morning, Pliers Resettlement. How can I help? Some of these women have never worked in their life. Yes, you'd be able to come in to register with us. Okay. They have to start from basics, and we have to find out what they're good at, what are their strengths, what do they enjoy doing, and then building on the foundation that you've laid with them.
Kim offers a deep understanding of what some of the challenges, the barriers and feelings and emotions that people will face coming out of prison, because she's been there.
Thanks for coming. Do you want to go into the training room? I found out a few things for you yesterday.
Okay.
I spoke to the work programme.
Okay.
I found out what office it was that you'd have to go to. When I was released, even though, yes, I had a job and yes, I managed to keep my home, and I still had friends and family that supported me all the way through my sentence. There were days when I would come home and shut my front door and people would come around and I didn't want to see them. I didn't want to speak to anybody. They'd say to me, oh, we know how you must feel. No, you don't know how I feel. You haven't seen the horrors that I've seen. You haven't felt the feelings of fear. What's going to happen to me? That was very, very lonely, where I think I went through a good few months of trying to readjust to the outside.
She's seen it firsthand, she knows what goes on, and she's able to turn that experience into something that she can then advise other people on how to move forward. That experience is invaluable because she has had challenges along the way, she has had difficulties, but she's been able to channel that into something that other clients can now benefit from.
So I think maybe we will look for that. Mm-hmm. I have women and men that come through the door and they walk through the door with their head bowed, their shoulders up, and you can see in their eyes, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's just hopeless. And by the end of when they've spoken to me, I give them a little bit of snippet of my story, and you can see them listening, and they perk up and say, well, look, this is what we can do, and we'll put a plan together. So don't you worry about that, we'll sort all that out with them. I don't want them to go backwards. I don't want them to go back to prison. I want to show them and try and give them tools that they too can succeed and move forward like I have. They think, oh, I can't do that, I'm not well educated. Neither was I. We learn these things as we go along, and with the right support and guidance, it can be done.